Webel's Moments to Downtown Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, June 29th, 2022. Delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and I'll take you to the page. Travis Barker has been rushed to a hospital in California, according to reports. The Blink-182 drummer was pictured on a stretcher outside Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in L.A. on Tuesday with his wife, Kourtney Kardashian, by his side, according to TMZ. His 16-year-old daughter, Alabama, wrote on her Instagram story, "Please send your prayers." The 46-year-old was first taken to West Hills Hospital for an unknown health issue, but transported to Cedars-Sinai on the advice of doctors, reports say. It is unclear what his medical condition is and what the medical emergency is. But at about 6:25 p.m., the father too wrote, "God save me," on Twitter. In May, Barker and Kardashian tied the knot in a luxurious ceremony in Italy at La Vietta, a villa owned by Dolce & Gabbana in Portofino, Italy, surrounded by friends and family. Johnny Depp's representative dismissed Tuesday a rumor that Disney was working on a $301 million offer for Depp to return as Jack Sparrow in its Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Depp had played Sparrow in all 5 movies, including the latest one, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and an industry insider alleged Disney was working on the $301 million deal for him to return to the role for a 6th film. PopTopic.com reported earlier this month. But a representative for Depp told NBC News on Tuesday this is made up. Last month, amid the defamation lawsuit against his ex-wife Amber Heard and her defamation countersuit, Pirates of the Caribbean producer Jerry Bruckheimer was asked if Depp would return for future projects. Bruckheimer told the Sunday Times, "Not at this point. The future is yet to be decided." A Virginia jury awarded Depp $15 million in damages, winning his side of the defamation trial on June 1st over Heard's statements in a 2018 op-ed in the Washington Post claiming to be a victim of domestic violence. The verdict included a $10 million compensatory damage and $5 million punitive. The latter was reduced to a statutory cap of $350,000. Though Heard didn't name Depp in the article, Depp argued that she was clearly referencing to him after obtaining a restraining order against him during the 2016 divorce proceedings. Heard won $2 million from a counterclaim that she was defamed when her allegations were called an elaborate hoax. A judge finalized the verdict on Friday after the couple failed to reach a settlement. Depp will return to court in July for a separate assault and battery lawsuit. Allegedly, he repeatedly hit a crew member during the filming of the 2018 crime drama City of Lies. Sony will release a sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife in 2023. The studio said Tuesday that the new film will open in theaters December 20th, 2023. The sequel shared a release date with Paramount's animated film The Tiger's Apprentice and Warner Bros. Musical adaptation of The Color Purple. Ghostbusters Afterlife director Jason Reitman and writer Gil Kenan had confirmed the sequel June 8th on Ghostbusters Day. The new film will return to the franchise's original New York City and the firehouse setting. Reitman recently told The Hollywood Reporter, "At the end of Ghostbusters Afterlife, the Ecto-1 is driving into Manhattan, returning to its home. Before anyone ever heard the title Afterlife, we called it Rust City, which would have not been make any sense to anyone until they saw the movie. The code name for the next movie is Firehouse." The Ghostbusters franchise originated with the 1984 film Ghostbusters, directed by the late Ivan Reitman. The movie was followed by the 1989 sequel Ghostbusters 2 and the 2016 reboot Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters Afterlife, which opened in November. Jason Reitman and Kenan are also developing an animated Ghostbusters series on Netflix. Since Wendy Williams canceled a daytime talk show wrapped up earlier this month, she has focused on transitioning to a podcast format where she plans to bring some celebrities with her. Williams' manager, Will Selby, told TMZ on Tuesday that while her daytime show was one of the most popular over its 13-season run, she is no longer interested in a full-time TV career anymore. Selby, who's executive producing her upcoming podcast, added that instead she has been focusing on the podcast and has already spoken to celebrities about potential guests, from rappers Snoop Dogg and Fat Joe to the Kardashians and even a Trump family member. The Wendy Williams show aired its final episode on June 17th, and Williams told extras Billy Bush on the same day that she's transitioning to the podcast platform with iTunes. A podcast could be a natural fit for Williams, who was inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame in 2009 and began her career in radio before starting her national syndicated TV show in 2008, including DJing at her college station and hosting 98.7 KISS FM in New York City. Williams, age 57, has been absent from her daytime talk show since October amid battling health issues, including Graves' disease, which is a thyroid condition, and COVID-19. Guest hosts such as Sherri Shepherd, co-hosted The View from 2007 to 2014, has filled in for her. Shepherd will be taking over the program's time slot with her own talk show, Sherri, in the fall. 50 Shades star Dakota Johnson says making the film series was a psychotic experience. The 32-year-old actress discussed the challenges of filming the movie, including her issues with author E.L. James, in the July-August issue of Vanity Fair. Johnson played Anastasia Seal in 50 Shades of Grey 2015, and its sequel 50 Shades Darker 2017, and 50 Shades Free 2018. The film are based on James's erotic novels of the same name. The franchise was critically panned, but grossed over $1.32 billion worldwide. In the interview, Johnson said the films turned out very different than she expected due to the studio, directors, and James. Johnson said of James, she had a lot of creative control all day, every day, and she just demanded that certain things happen. There were parts of the book that just wouldn't work in the movie, like the inner monologue, which was at times incredibly cheesy. It wouldn't work to say out loud. It was always a battle, always. Charlie Hunnam was originally to play Christian Grey, but dropped out of the project, causing James to scrap playwright Patrick Marber's revised script. Johnson said it just became something crazy. There were a lot of disagreements. The actress said she's ultimately proud of the film series and doesn't regret starring in the franchise. She said, "If I had known at the time that's what it was going to be like, I don't think anyone would have done it. It would have been like, oh, this is psychotic, but no, I don't regret it." Johnson also denies reports of a feud with her 50 Shades co-star Jamie Dornan, who replaced Hunnam as Christian. Johnson will next star in a Netflix adaptation of the Jane Austen novel Persuasion. She is also attached to Sony's new Marvel film, Madam Web, alongside Emma Roberts and Sydney Sweeney. Mary Mara, who starred in Nash Bridges and had a recurring role in ER, has died. The 61-year-old Syracuse native drowned in New York on Sunday morning while swimming in the St. Lawrence River in the town of Cape Vincent on the border of Canada and the United States, according to a preliminary investigation, state police said in a statement to NBC News and Deadline. Police told Deadline that the investigation is continuing. There is no indication of foul play, and an autopsy will determine the official cause of death. Mara starred as Inspector Bryn Carson in the police drama Nash Bridges and was also known for her recurring role as Loretta Sweet, a sympathetic prostitute and single mother in the NBC series ER. She also made guest appearances on Law & Order, NYPD Blue, The West Wing, Dexter, The Practice, Nip Tuck, and Criminal Minds. Breakout role in the 1989 made-for-TV movie The Preppy Murder was followed by other roles in other films such as Blue Steel, Mr. Saturday Night, Love Potion, and Love Potion No. 9. Her latest role was the 2020 film Breaking Even. According to her bio, she also performed on stage for the Manhattan Theater Club in New York and the New York Shakespeare Festival production of Twelfth Night, co-starring Michelle Pfeiffer and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio. And as your entertainment report for Wednesday, June 29, 2022, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Melo. That's RYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.